There are some dishes that we automatically associate with India, but strangely enough, they didn't originate there.
Now that you mention it, I was really surprised to find out that the samoosa is actually an import.
Well, India may not have invented the samoosa, but they did perfect it.
So let's soar up to Samoosa Heaven.
Inspiration is an essential ingredient, and for me, Fordsburg holds the mother lode. Friends and fellow foodies have raved about this family-run Samoosa Heaven and how they've combined traditional recipes with delicious variations.
Hi there, one of each.
Can't wait to try their take on these crunchy little parcels of spicy flavour and see what ideas they inspire in me.
Here we go.
Thank you.
So much. Yes.
Now for the tasting. These are fantastic, my favourites. Back in the kitchen doing my very, very healthy take on samosas. I'm going to do an oven-baked ostrich samosa. So the ingredients are, I've got some ostrich mince, onion, ginger and garlic paste, red chili powder, cumin, coriander, garam masala, some cumin seeds, crushed chili or chopped chili, turmeric, we've got some oil, fresh coriander, and then to finish it off we've got some ready-made phyllo pastry, olive oil here, and some sesame seeds as well. Let's get into it. First ingredients, just a little oil going into a pan. Turn up the heat. Then we've got some cumin seeds going in. Sprinkle the cumin seeds in. And next, the chopped onion. Speed that along with a bit of salt. I use coarse salt. You tend to add a lot less than you would with fine salt. To this I'm adding some ginger and garlic paste. About 2 tablespoons going in. I'm cooking off the onion with the ginger and garlic paste. Remember, there's a huge difference with sticking and burning, so just scrape the pan, don't panic, and don't add lots of water to this. Next, in goes the red chili powder, always going in on the side of the pan. Give this a stir, warm it through, not on a very high heat. And now the ostrich mince. Use a wooden spoon and just break that up. The trick here is to cook this without water, so it doesn't become watery and it won't make your pastry soggy. Now let's add the cumin, coriander and garam masala. Turmeric going in, just a touch. These go in after the red chili powder. I don't want them to burn. Now the green chilies going in. I quite like the freshness of this green chili and the bite, of course. Stir that through and we're done. The mince has cooled down and I've put the chopped coriander on top, and I prefer doing it, otherwise it just tends to wilt and it loses that lovely freshness. Now for the phyllo pastry. I normally buy these frozen. Unroll them and just open them up. Let's cut these into strips. I'd say I divide each length into about 4 strips. Press down firmly, cutting all the way through. You can also slice these with a pair of scissors. Now these don't have to be precisely exactly all the same. Now I'll show you how to fill and fold these pastries. So grab some of the mince with a teaspoon and just, I'd say about 2 heaped teaspoons in one of these pastries. You want them to be quite plump and full. Lift up the corner at about 45 degrees and then just flick the pastry over. You're almost rolling it so you get a point and they don't open. Again, and you just keep folding and keep your finger down so you get a neat point. stick it over like that. Next one. Just remember, if you're working with Phyllo Pastry, cover the pastry with a damp cloth if you're working quite slowly. That prevents the pastry from drying out. There's enough here to get the first batch into the oven. Finishing up on my last one. Now, grab a little brush, dip it in some olive oil, and just grease a baking tray quite lightly. Then place the pastries on top. Always make sure the folded side is at the bottom, that's so it doesn't open up. Again, just a touch of olive oil going on top. Just brush these. Now traditionally samoosas are deep fried. I think the oven baked version is a lot healthier with just a touch of oil rather than soaked in oil. Last ingredient, just for a bit of a finishing touch, some sesame seeds. Now these turn golden brown and they have a delicious nutty flavor and a beautiful aroma as well. These are ready. Let's pop them into the oven 180 degrees Celsius until they turn golden brown. Our samoosas are now done. I've plated them already. They look amazing. They're golden brown and they're very, very crispy. Not to mention super healthy too.